If you've ever talked about burnout with an older physician, you may have got a crusty response like, well, you knew that when you signed up for medical school that this can be tough, so it's time to put your big boy pants on and get back in the game. Solve your own work-life balance issues on your own time, stuff your emotions, get your stuff together, whatever it takes. You're a doctor. Suck it up. Well, I think that as burnout rose to extreme levels, famously measured by Dr. Tate Chanafelt from the Mayo Clinic in 2014, now employers really started paying attention that this is not just a problem with the occupation. It really was an issue they needed to think about from a workforce longevity standpoint. And their first efforts were good: mindfulness-based stress reduction and resilience training, and so forth and so on. Now, that's great, but it still puts the weight of change on you, the individual. And what I'd like to propose is that this is not just an individual problem. You don't just have a work-life balance issue. This is a systems issue at an employer level. And the fact is, I would like to encourage you that you need to push back against the status quo that says it's your issue, that by virtue of being a physician, you have to deal with this the rest of your life, that you're going to have a sucky life because you've chosen this profession. Now, I'm no fool, albeit maybe a bit naive. I do know that you signed up for this just like police officers did, just like teachers and pastors do. People who sometimes have to work outside the normal working hours and have to engage more of their heart and soul in their work. I get it. You can't just check out 9 to 5 like a banker does. Now, although you've had the most education of all of those professions, what you haven't been educated in well is the things that help make change in an organization. Things like human relations and contract negotiation, organizational development, budgeting, business principles. And those are the things that I think I'd like to help you get better equipped with this year so that you can bring it alongside your medical training and you can begin to change the realities of the workplace that have come down over the past 5 to 10 years that have made things just miserable for you. Now, if you have specific areas of training that you would like help in, please shoot me an email and let me know. We'll find some experts and get them on this podcast to talk about that. Otherwise, you'll be looking at my face a lot of the year. But I would like to end by saying this: burnout is not a dirty word. It's not a disorder you need to be ashamed of. It's simply a fact of energy depletion. Nobody expects their car, after it runs out of gas, to go any further than putting fuel in there. And you're the same thing. There are certain things that build up your energy, that refresh and replenish that. And of course, there are certain activities of your occupation that severely diminish it. So as a person, you will have to learn how to replenish yourself probably much more than other people. And that's a good skill to have. Thanks for tuning in. I really want to look forward to this year of transformation and helping make you have a happier and better workplace.